Hello, in this video I want to talk about the divMMC Future cartridge which I've got for my ZX Spectrum Plus 2. So I'll be using this to load software from. So this obviously, as I said, divMMC Future, this came from the future as 8-bit. I'm not being paid to promote them or anything, just want to say I've got some great customer service and a quality product. So this divMMC is the same grey, roughly, as my Spectrum, although the video is showing it a slightly different colour. But I went for the grey one, so it matches in. These are available in black and white as well, apparently. So this is great for two reasons. I can load software off of SD card, obviously. So I've got a little SD card in here. And this has also got Kempson joystick interface, which is useful. The Plus 2 obviously comes with two joystick interfaces, but they're the Sinclair ones. So having the Kempson one on here is great, which means I can use my monster joystick with this as well, which I'm really pleased about. So all good. So we'll have a look at how to get software onto the SD card and also fitting the divMMC into the back of the Spectrum as well. It's a bit of a snug fit, but it just fits on the expansion port. It can only go in one way. So let's do that now. With the Spectrum up on its end, on its front rather, we'll get the cartridge fitted. Now, like I said, this is a bit of a snug fit, so there may be a bit of grunting and moaning here, but basically, like I said, it can only go in one way. So let's give it a try. There we go, fitted, brilliant. Right, next up, let's plug the joystick in. That goes in there. Once again, another nice tight fit. This is good. And then the power back in, and we're good to go. Okay, so I've got the TV turned on, and what I'm going to do now is plug the Spectrum in, and it should all boot up. Brilliant, so we're in 48K mode here, so all I need to do is press the little red button on the divMMC, and that will get me into the menu. And there we go, we're in. So let's see, I'll put some of these folders on here. So let's go in and see if we can find a game. Let's load ATF. And we're in, and it's that easy. And then to get back to the divMMC menu, it's just a case of pressing the illuminated LED as well. Again, sorry. And we're back. It's that easy. Right. Let's put some more games on here, shall we? Right, taking the SD card out of these is really straightforward. You'll notice I've actually got my Spectrum unplugged off of the power, and that's just my choice. You don't have to in order to take the SD card out, but please note you will have to reset the machine in order for any changes to be picked up off the card. So I usually find powering the machine off and powering it back on will pick up any changes once you've got the card back in. But to take the card out, it's a case of just push it in and slide it out. There we go, one SD card. So this is my SD card. This wasn't the card that was supplied with the unit when I got it. I will be honest, I had some problems with that card, and I put that down to the fact that something might have happened to it in its transit state from supplier to me. So I've had problems with memory cards coming through the post before, so whether they get scanned by something and it just disrupts them. So I had some issues with the card, but it worked, but just a little bit oddities now and again. So a freshly formatted new SD card I set up. The instructions come with the divMMC cartridge from the future was 8-bit, tells you how to do it all nicely. Got it set up, so I'm using this card now. Right, let's put some software on it. Now we'll just put the SD card into my laptop. Right, here we are on my laptop. So I'm running Mac OS, obviously, on my MacBook Pro. So I've got a folder for Spectrum stuff in Finder. And I've got a little folder here called Unpacked Move to SD, which is where I unzip tap files to, and these are what I will move over to the SD cards. So I've got Operation Wolf, which we're going to copy across, and a new game here, which looks interesting, Hitch v1.2. I wonder what that could be. Right, in this tab here, I've already got my Spectrum _2 SD card selected. I've got a folder in here called ZX Retro Games. I've got a folder, an O folder for Operation Wolf, which we'll put in there now. So let's go Operation Wolf, copy, and let's dump that in there. There we go. So that's on the SD card now, which is great. We've got this new game as well, Hitch v1.2. So let's copy that. And I've got a folder called ZX New Games. And I've got a folder to put that in, and there it is. It's in there, it's on the SD card. So what we can do now is eject the SD card, put it back in the divMMC, fire the Spectrum up, and take a look at these games. Let's do that now. SD card back into the divMMC. It's basically just a case of sliding it in and pressing it till it clicks, then let go, and that is now loaded in. Brilliant. Okay, so the SD card is back in the divMMC, and here I am in the menu. So let's go to Retro Games. You can use your joystick to navigate through here, as well as the keyboard, so it's all good. So let's go down to O, because that's where I put Operation Wolf. So obviously, as this was copied from a Mac, it copies over these hidden files as well, which Mac OS uses for something. I still don't know what. These can be easily deleted, so but that's another story for another time. So anyway, let's load this up for now. Hey, look at this. There we go. And that's loaded up nicely. I'm not going to play this because you've seen Operation Wolf played a million times. But let's go back and load in that other game. Right, return. So I put that in New Games. Could this be the man with the golden joystick? Oh yes. No. So this game is really a lot of fun, and you really should check it out. This is The Man with the Golden Joystick by Slonysoft, and their details will appear either on this screen or in the video description down below. But this all works. And there you go, the divMMC Future for the Spectrum. It works a treat, enables you to play software straight off of SD card. It's all good.